Sorry about that. Took me a second to get everything going the way it was supposed to go, but you know, life is what it is. Welcome to the joy of color grading. I'm Greg, and today we're going to be working on this image here of my friend, the ghastly ghost of Ghostbusters 1. It was a short film that I worked on, and there's a couple clips from the same spot. I've already worked on some of them, but today we're going to be working on the ghost. Kind of just started from scratch. So I have everything, it just kind of pumps everything out to a viewer that can be recorded for you guys to be able to see a little bit better. And then, yeah, we're just going to be working on some notes. We'll start at the top. But yeah, let's take a sip of coffee, eh? Now, I don't know about you, but how about we tell a story while we work, because that's a lot of fun. And we can imagine how this story relates to this shot. By the way, all the footage that you see is available to download. I kind of break down, I think I'm going to do it like this, but I haven't done it yet. But all the videos that I post in a month will be available. The footage and the clips will be available. So you can download this footage and follow along at home and just kind of work on your own thing. But be sure, if you work on the footage, share an image on Instagram. Tag me. Let me know what you accomplished. I want to see your work. I want to see what you can do with this. Because here's the thing, and I've seen this before, is that when colorists and people work on the same footage, they always end up in different places. They think about things differently. We have different histories, different stories, different feelings about the image that we're looking at. So I'm using my friend the story-o-matic, kind of influence how I'm going to look at this image right here. Let's turn the ghost around. Oh yeah. Ooh. Interesting cards. The dog catcher. Alright, so if you don't know, the story-o-matic is a fun little game. I've used that one before. Where you can pick a couple cards and it tells a story. So we're going to start with characters. The first characters are either two characters. They can either be combined into one or they can be separate. The first one is royalty. And the second one is dog catcher. So yeah, a royal, we can either view it as a dog catcher who is catching the dog of a royal, or the dog is royal and the catcher is just, blue collar curmudgeon. But then we have, as our storyline, what we're working with is yet another get rich quick scheme, or plastic flowers and plastic flowers. So yeah, let's think about this for a second. If you have a chance, go download the footage. These prompts are in the description below, but feel free to come up with your own story. Send me a comment. Work on these images yourself, and let me know what you come up with, because I'd like to see how you apply this story. So what do we have? We have a royal dog. This guy kind of looks like a dog. We could call him Spud. But he's a ghost. Yet another get-rich-quick scheme. Plastic flowers. Plastic flowers. You would think that the flower game is an excessively way in which you could get rich quick. But the problem with plastic flowers is you only have to buy them once. So to figure out a way for plastic flowers to die, so people have to buy more plastic flowers. And so let's think about this. A fun little story. Let's just get down and dirty. Let's start up here. I'm going to work on contour. So let's say you're a dog catcher. Now that kind of sucks, but you go over to your fancy pants house. So you get called on a job and you're brought to a royal house, and you get to see how it looks like for the other half to live. because you're a dog catcher. What are you going to be? Just a blue collar guy, you know? So you're going to come home and you're going to be like, man, they had plastic flowers everywhere. It was as if they were doing that. But what I realized was as I was catching, the royal spud. Now, this dog catcher, he's haunted because we're working on a ghost image right here. So I've done nothing in my primaries. You can see kind of how we're playing around with this. This is a fun little DCTL. I think they're going to make it available for free. And then also paid. But I just we're at the top level, just working with it. So the dog catcher, he's haunted. So he comes home because, we have this guy right here. He kind of looks like me. He might be because it is me. A short film that I was in, as well as color graded. So it's always fun to work. It's like working on hearing your own voice. It sucks, but you stand there and you're like, well, how can I make myself look better when you color grade yourself? But anyways, let's look at our spud here. So he comes home and he wants to come up with a get rich quick scheme. So let's see. That deals with plastic flowers. So the dog catcher had seen that we need it out, don't we? That's why it's not pretty. Oh, darn, you did not do that at all. Why are we working on it? What are we doing? That's not good. Let's go here. Pull on this. Let's see what this will do. There we go. That's looking better now. So yeah, the dog catcher has a ghost in his house because, I really don't know why the dog catcher has a ghost in his house. If you know why the dog catcher has a ghost in his house, be my guest and tell me. Let's just add, pop up here. We'll go back over here. He's a little bright. We're going to deal with that. But that magenta, we want to take that magenta in. Kind of there. And then we're just going to bring it over here. So yeah, what he realizes as his get rich quick scheme is that whatever this ghost touches turns to dust and dies. And so he views it as, I'm going to go on my jobs and I'm going to bring this ghost with me. And he's going to get rid of all the plastic flowers. I'm going to start a whole plastic flowers consortium where I work through and do some fun things where all the flowers die and then they need to buy new flowers. That's a get rich quick scheme. So this ghost is going to cause every plastic flower to die. Yeah, let's see. So, yeah, let's see what we're doing there. Oh, it's looking a little ghastly. It's an interesting little story. Let's see if we add another situation to our deck. Oh, the first day of school. Oh, if there's one thing I know, it's that that's looking a little bit better. I had this thing all set up wrong. So on the first day of school, the dog catcher, because you got to learn how to be a dog catcher, right? Yeah. Let's go over to our linear gain contrast. We're just going to work a little bit. Yeah, so on the first day of school, I guess schools wouldn't have a need for plastic flowers. That they may not otherwise have. It's getting a little too much. I mean, he's a ghost. What do you, like, when we look at this image, like, what do you see? Like, I mean, there is so much free reign. Like, I can do some crazy things. Like, if we just dropped in, say here, just a rotate DCTL that I use often. Just push that magenta around. You can make, you know, you want to give him a blue edge, make him very pasty and peachy. This kind of fits with the more desaturated look that I was originally going for. Now this gives him like a blue halo when you just kind of push that around like that. That looks kind of cool. So yeah, if you had a chance, I hope, to download my footage. Let's see if we can sweeten this up a little bit. We're going to just go to my power window section. So we have, that's in my node layer 3. So we're just going to go drop in a power window, on, and we're going to just put it on him right there. Just change the aspect. When it comes to power windows, I like to be very loose and free. If I have to track, I probably did something wrong. Even if something's moving in a shot, try to avoid it as much as possible. It's like the plague. Let's see what happens. Oh, we can make him dark. We can brighten him up. Let's, ooh, that'd be fun. So he flickers. But if we actually do this, let me just go out. Let's do that. Bring everything else down. So it's like the room's a little bit darker. The question is, does he give off anything? Like, should he be glowing? So yeah, this is just working as secondary. So we just brought everything down and left him be the brightest part of the image. And we're just going to soften that up just a touch more. Let's see what I'm doing there. Yeah. Just kind of makes that contrast nice and nice. All right. Anyways, we're getting to a happy place. If you have time, tell me about your dog catcher, his royalty, and the plastic flower in the comments. Like this video, do those other YouTube things, and yeah, join me tomorrow for another day of the joy of color grading. Until next time, see ya.